Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So it's been a while since I've last done one of these channel videos, but yeah, unfortunately, with life and everything else, and having felt a bit burnt out, I just needed kind of a little bit of a mini break for a while before I got back into the swing of things. So I decided to try to at least get around to doing the Kaiju and Spy Family videos this week before the chapters started piling up too much again. So I'm probably not going to get around to Alita again this week. I'll probably wait till next week because after next week we're going to have a few days off on vacation, so I'll catch up to Alita during that time. So yeah, without further ado, let us just dive straight into the videos with Kaiju number 8 first. With Kaiju number 8, chapter 39 by Naoya Matsumoto. And we pick up with a little text message to Mina, or it's a text message from Mina to Kikoru saying Kafka Hibino disposal deferred. And she's all happy and excited about the news. Of course, we have translation by David Evelyn, lettering by Brandon Bovia. And you have Kikoru going, even so, I can't afford to celebrate. I need to get stronger myself, or I'll never be able to stop him when I need to. And then you hear, sorry to keep you waiting, Officer Shinomiya. And she stands up, does the whole military pose, comes to attention. As you have the big, bald, scarred guy coming in. And he goes, I'll take you to the captain's office. And we have 1st Division Vice Captain Eiji Hasegawa. As he goes, as I'm sure you've heard from 3rd Division Captain Ashiro, you will be under the 1st Division's care until the Tachikawa base is repaired. And you have, yes sir. And she goes, the 1st Division, the strongest key division in this kaiju supernation we call Japan. They were even well known in America back when I was there. This will be the perfect place to hone my skills. You see them coming up these double doors with the knock knock, Java coming in. See, Kikoru's like, Japan's strongest division captain. I want to make sure to learn everything I can from him. And then you have, as the door's opening, allow me to introduce you to the Japan Defense Force 1st Division Captain, Gen Naru. Oh boy, and you see this absolute otaku, just this messy ass room, garbage lying everywhere, clothes laid out everywhere. What I assume are probably packets of ramen and things, like just boxed up at the back, along with a bunch of figurines on shelves. And you see this absolutely neurotic, I can't even think of the other words I'm trying to describe it. Sorry, my brain's dead. This neurotic looking guy with his just bugged out eyes as he's just tapping away at a game controller. And he goes, a little more to platinum rank, a little more to platinum rank. And you see H. Hasegawa and Kikoru just looking at him totally unimpressed. And you see a kaslam as he slams the door shut. And he goes, wait here for a moment, as Kikoru's just completely blank-faced expression. And he just opens the door and just marches in. And you see him going, hell yeah, 5 kills, 4 assists, a perfect platinum rank. And then he just goes and kicks him into his game system and TV. He's like, oh no, my BS5! He's like, you're heartless, Hasegawa! It's like, I told you to clean up your office since I'd be here at 1400 hours, didn't I? And he's like, yeah, I heard you, but once I take that info in, whether I put it into practice or not is my choice, isn't that right? And he just kicks him back into the rubble again as he goes, quit trying to put a logical spin on it. You were just being lazy. And you see Narumi freaking out, going, oh no, my 100 scale Gundam! And he's freaking out, like, listen, how I use my office is my own damn business, isn't it? This office doesn't belong to you, it's Defense Force, oh no, that's Hasegawa, this office doesn't belong to you, it's Defense Force property. Kikoru's watching all this go down silently by the door. And he's like, and besides, you're the only one bothered by how junky this office is. So shouldn't you be the one to clean it up? Quit trying to push the work on me. And he's here just picking him up and hoisting him up. He's like, okay, then I'll take you up on that offer. It's like, take it away. And you see a bunch of other Defense Force soldiers coming in to just start clearing up everything. He's like, no, get your mitts off my stuff. I'll do it myself, I tell you. And you see a pace. As he's just holding him like a little squirrel, and he brings it over to Kikoru. And he goes, this is Captain Narumi. Charmed, I'm sure. Kikoru's like, well, what do I do now? I can't muster an iota of respect. And you see him just trying to do a cross-legged pose. He's like looking at her thoughtfully, and he goes, so you're Mr. Asao's daughter I've heard so much about. And Kikoru just takes a moment to compose herself. She closes her eyes and goes, no, focus. This gentleman is still a superior officer. So she salutes and goes, I'm Kikoru Shinomi of the 3rd Division, sir. Thank you for having me in the 1st Division. I'm fully at your service, sir. And he goes, hey, don't stand on ceremony. You can drop the stuffy formal greetings. As 1st Division captain, I only want one thing from you. And she's like, oh, it's like that one thing being. And you hear a loud ring, and he goes, oh, a soiree, perfect. You'll figure it out soon enough once you see how we handle battle. I'm going to let you observe and take notes from the best seat in the house. And you see this giant Godzilla kaiju out in the ocean. And you have the kaiju proceeding through Tokyo Bay has currently crossed the first beast embankment is heading north. You see Kawasaki Ward Shindaiba. You have the 1st Division will be tasked with neutralizing it. You have wards currently ordered to evacuate are Kawasaki, Tsurumi, Kanagawa, and Nishi. And you have a Gyao! As you see one of the 1st Division, is that Hasegawa? I honestly cannot tell. I think it is him. You see like the little gas mask on, just sitting in this little mecha firing off cannons. You have 1st Battery, open fire on the kaiju's left side. You see a prop, they're just peppering it with artillery fire. You have 6th Battery, proceed and fire. You have a Gya! And you see a helicopter above all of it. Kikoru's going, amazing! They're totally dictating the kaiju's path. That's only possible because each officer is so highly skilled. My guess is that every officer here has an unleashed combat power of over 40%, surpassing platoon leader class. And you see target wrangled into designated neutralization point. And you see Gen going, well then, shall we go, Kikoru Shinomiya? And he goes, manners, appearance, diligence, grace, none of that is what I want from you. Oh, this motherfucker. As he slicks back his hair. God damn it, I didn't. Ugh. And you see that it's the asshole from the last chapter with the weird ass cross eyes. As he goes, I've only got one demand. As he just casually just drops himself out of the plane. As Kikoru's like, huh? And then mid-air, he takes the little pack he had on his back and swings it out so he has that little gun blade he was using to kind of threaten Kafka in the last chapter. And you see a junt and a kiss as he slams into the back of the kaiju, digs the sword and rips it through, and just starts hammering away with fire. Looks like he's also, like he charged it with electricity and slammed it into the kaiju. And he just starts blasting away inside. You see he's starting to balloon out as it explodes from the inside from all the explosives just pumped into it. And he just completely blew it apart. And then you have show me overwhelming skill. I don't need someone who's well-mannered yet inept. He goes, now you're talking. Ah, god damn. Oh, alright. I'll get into, like, I guess, further thoughts on that later, but he gives me... I don't know how many Haikyuu fans are out there watching this, but he gives me the same vibes as Kenma from Haikyuu, so it'll be interesting to see how his character gets played in with this series. So we have Kaiju No Raid Chapter 40 by Naoya Matsumoto, translation by David Evelyn, lettering by Brandon Bovia. And you have, so this is Japan's strongest anti-kaiju combatant, Gen Narumi. You have, now you're talking. Pick up on the next page with a little newspaper article going, where's Captain Ashiro now? Great job with the the Defense Force. Kaiju in Tokyo Bay feature. I don't know what the FT 7.2 is. Featuring 7.2? Because I know they have the Kaiju classification. That doesn't sound right. And you have a, hey, as you have Attendant to 1st Division Captain Kikor Shinomiya. He's like, hey, hold up! This makes it sound like Ashiro beat the Kaiju. And he's like, look, Shinomiya, sure enough, Ashiro's trending. I was the one who took that sucker down, right? And he gets all moody and gloomy. He's like, he's just scrolling on his phone. He's like, all the credit went to Ashiro Lamau. I was like, get owned, Narumi, lol. Narumi's comments are cringe. Even captains need class. And you see Kokoro is just completely unimpressed. She's like, Japan's strongest, ego surfing like mad. He's like, who the hell are you anyway? He's like, oh no, my follower count dropped. And you have, are you not going to take that? They've been paging you for a while now, sir. He's like, yeah, it's whatever. On a category, that was the one they used. Like, FT was saying, like, doesn't sound like category for Kaiju. Have it's just for a boring meeting where Mr. Asao and Hasegawa stand with their mean mugs in a room in a row, rambling off jargon that goes over my head. It's like, ugh, it's like, why should I waste my afternoon going to some stuffy hellhole like that? Hasegawa comes in and kicks him in his chair over as he goes, because it's your job. And you see Kokoro like, he's like, let's go, on the double, as he just grabs him by the ear and starts pulling. He's like, yeah, I was like, what the hell's the big idea? Is the topic really that important? And Hasegawa goes, it's about Kaiju number 8. And you see Kafka in his little barracks room, just doing push-ups, sweat dripping off his face. As he goes, it's been 5 whole days, and I haven't been able to do anything. And he remembers Asao telling him, show your usefulness. As he goes, what will he have me do? I'll do whatever needs to be done. Not just for my benefit, but for the sake of my friends who believe in me too. And you see a beep, as you see a bunch of the platoon all masked up with guns out. As they go, Kaiju number 8, come with us. Kafka's like, here we go. You see him standing still at attention in the director's office, with Gen just kind of casually slouched out next to him. With Kokoro and Hasegawa in the background. And you have Kafka going, wait, huh? Wait a darn second. Isn't that guy 1st Division Captain Gen Narumi? It's like, why is he here? Of course. And you see Asao going, Kafka Bino, I am placing you in the 1st Division. And he's like, huh? It's like, the strongest class of kaiju in history will join Japan's strongest anti-kaiju combatant to create a division powerful enough to topple any and all cataclysms. And he goes, I'm giving you a chance. Show your strength and use this next neutralization as an opportunity to convince everyone of your capabilities. And you have Kafka going, I'm not too keen on the idea of being needed as number 8, but my first priority is survival. You have, yes, I'll give it a... And you see Gen just being like, I decline, sir. And Kafka just looks over at him in surprise. He's like, huh? And he's like, this 1st Division will do just fine with me around. It's like, now, if you excuse me, I'll be... And he tries to walk off. As Asao goes, that will not do. Number 9 has disguised itself as a human and gone into hiding. Number 10 led Kaiju on a deliberate attack on the defense force. They are both clearly different from any other Kaiju we've encountered in the past. We've made strides day by day to overcome numerous Kaiju cataclysms. However, the Kaiju continue to undergo unknown evolution. Just tripping over my tongue today. Undergo unknown evolutions. With major cataclysms, when arrogance tells you that you have everything under control, they occur in a way that flips your perceptions on their head. We must also come to evolve, Narumi. And you see all of them just staring at him as he huffs out a breath and goes, do you truly have so little faith in me, Mr. Asao? When it comes to number 8, converting him to a weapon for me to use would be the most effective solution. Oh, I hate this asshole. So Kafka's a little bit taken aback by this guy's frankness. And you have Asao go, Naru, It was Captain Narumi. Oh, that's sorry, Kafka. Kafka's the one that goes Captain Narumi. He goes, I can't die just yet. There's still something I must do. Something I need to accomplish first. Which is why I'll be taking up the position. And he salutes and goes, Kafka Hibino, ready to serve the 1st Division, sir. You can see again just kind of seizing him up. And he kind of huffs his head and he's like, ah. It's like, I don't care about your emotions, your situation, or showing your grit. Show me skills and results. And if you happen to go berserk again, I'll dispose of you quickly and make you into my suit. And you have, thank you very much, sir. As he walks off, and you have episode 5, The Kaiju Weapon. Next chapter hits August 5th. A few days before my birthday. So that'll be exciting. Alright, so finally looks like we're over the transitional stuff. I don't want to say it's filler because it's not really filler, so I want to say like the transitional arc before we move into the next major one. I'm so bad with names that it did not strike me just because of the switch in his appearance that this was the same guy we saw at the end of the other chapter. That's kind of trying to intimidate Kafka and hold him down. So we've got another Buckwild one joining the cast. It'll be interesting to kind of see the character interactions between him, being the more kind of neurotic oddball with the more straight-laced kind of ones. So I'm expecting some good comedy situations to come out of his and Kafka's interactions. While Kokoro tries to, rein both of them in, rein both of their kind of interesting personalities in. So that'll be interesting to see. Not too much more I can say about him, apart from what I mentioned about him giving the Kenma vibes, where he kind of like looks at everything, like rationally, logically, scientifically, kind of trying to break it down, to understand all the components. It'd be interesting to see if or how that brings him into potential conflict with Kafka. If he does something where he's like, oh, I've determined, the best course scenario is blah blah blah, and then Kafka's like, no, you can't think of everything, in terms of like logic and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see those kind of dynamics at play with both of them. Apart from that, I'm trying to think of anything else. I'm not a huge fan. Like, again, the gun sword theoretically is an idea where I'm like, conceptually it sounds like something that should be super interesting, and something that I'd be like, super interested and invested in. But I just don't care for like the gun sword's design. Like, it just doesn't really speak to me at all. So that was kind of a little bit of the left down, seeing that was kind of his weapon of choice. So it's kind of a minor thing to complain about, just a little bit of a letdown with that. But apart from that, this does make me wonder like how long Kaiju number 8 is going to last for, like how long the series is going to go for. Right now I want to say like 20 to 30 volumes max is probably what the series should aim for, but yeah, we'll see, because right now it's still too early to tell, but with just the pacing, like at how quick it's going, I feel like it's it's going to be a series that isn't going to hopefully outlive its welcome, but that's kind of just extraneous random thoughts. I'm glad we're finally past kind of like the transitional stuff. Like I mentioned in a few of my other videos, I'm still not a huge fan of how quickly Kafka being, a human kaiju hybrid is kind of swept under the rug. So hopefully we'll see a little bit more development on that in the upcoming few arcs, once they get back into kind of like the kaiju battle, once they hopefully find out more about the other kinds of humanoid kaiju, like what their goals, motivations, things like that are. So I'm really looking forward to the world building aspects in the next couple of chapters. But yeah, apart from that, series is still hugely entertaining. The new captain has piqued my interest. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of role he's going to be playing forward. Like I said, I'll be on break during that week when the next Kaiju chapter comes out, so hopefully I won't do what I did this time and have to catch up with multiple chapters on the next stream. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, this is Ash. I will talk to you all later.